Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the entire life of Daemon Targaryen, but before we begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. Prince Daemon was a member of House Targaryen, the younger son of Prince Balon Targaryen and Princess Alyssa Targaryen, and brother to King Viserys I. Born in 81 AC, during the reign of King Jaehaerys I, Daemon grew up as a spirited and adventurous child. Within 2 weeks of his birth, his mother Alyssa took him flying on her dragon Meleys. He had two siblings, an older brother Viserys and a younger brother Aegon, who died in infancy. Daemon was knighted at the age of 16 and later received the Valyrian steel sword Dark Sister, a weapon befitting his status as one of the most skilled warriors of his era. He excelled in jousting, hunting, and swordsmanship, and earned a reputation as daring and unpredictable. In 97 AC, Daemon married Lady Rhea Royce, heir to Runestone in the Vale of Arryn. However, he despised both his wife and the Vale, derisively referring to Rhea as his bronze bitch. Despite his personal frustrations, Daemon supported his brother Viserys' claim during the Great Council of 101 AC, as this would position him as the heir presumptive. Rumors of political unrest surrounded Daemon during this time. When Lord Corlys Velaryon was said to be assembling a fleet to defend his son Laenor Velaryon's claim, Daemon prepared a small army of sworn swords and men-at-arms, demonstrating his ambition and readiness for conflict. Daemon's life and exploits, chronicled in Archmaester Galduin's The Rogue Prince, portray a man of ambition, charm, and voluptuosity. These traits would shape his later actions, from his declaration as King of the Stepstones and the Narrow Sea to his pivotal role in the Dance of the Dragons. Upon ascending the Iron Throne in 103 AC, King Viserys inherited a prosperous and stable realm, thanks to his grandfather, King Jaehaerys I. His early reign was marked by peace and affluence, with House Targaryen at the height of its power, boasting numerous dragons and a large family. However, tensions simmered within the royal court, particularly between Viserys' younger brother, Prince Daemon Targaryen, and the Hand of the King's Serrato Hightower. Daemon, a formidable warrior and ambitious leader, held several positions, including Master of Coin and Master of Laws, but found governance tedious. His rivalry with Otto Hightower intensified, leading to his appointment as commander of the City Watch, where he earned the loyalty of the Goldcloaks by enhancing their equipment and instilling strict law enforcement. Daemon's close association with the underbelly of King's Landing, particularly his relationship with the prostitute Miss Arya, earned him the moniker the Lord of Flea Bottom. He considered himself the rightful heir to the throne, given Viserys' lack of a male heir, but Viserys refused to name him Prince of Dragonstone. The situation escalated when Daemon allegedly mocked the death of Viserys' infant son Balon, referring to him as the heir for a day. Enraged, Viserys declared his daughter, Princess Rhaenyra, as his heir and ordered Daemon to return to his lawful wife in the Vale. Daemon's subsequent actions included his relationship with Miss Arya and their tragic loss of a child, further strained his relationship with the king, setting the stage for future conflicts within the Targaryen dynasty. These familial tensions and rivalries during Viserys' early reign sowed seeds for the eventual civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons, a devastating conflict that would engulf the realm in the years to come. The War for the Stepstones was a prolonged conflict led by Prince Daemon Targaryen and Corlys Velaryon, the Lord of the Tides, against the Triarchy, a coalition of Lys, Myr, and Tyrosh. Their goal was to wrest control of the Stepstones, a chain of strategically vital islands located between the Broken Arm of Dorne and the disputed lands in the southern Narrow Sea. After defeating Volantis in 96 AC, the Triarchy subdued the Stepstones to eliminate pirates and outlaws. While initially welcomed by the Seven Kingdoms, the Free Cities soon imposed exorbitant tolls on trade routes, angering many, particularly Corlys Velaryon of Driftmark. Meanwhile, Prince Daemon Targaryen, embittered by his brother King Viserys' refusal to name him heir, sought to forge his own domain. In alliance, Corlys commanded the Velaryon fleet, while Daemon led an electric army of sellswords, adventurers, and outlaws. In 106 AC, Daemon launched an invasion of the Stepstones, wielding his dragon Caraxes. Despite being outnumbered, Daemon's forces achieved a series of victories, culminating in his slaying of Cregus Drayar of Myr the Crabfeeder, in single combat with the Valyrian Steelblade Dark Sister. By 109 AC, Daemon and Corlys controlled all but two islands, and the Velaryon fleet dominated the Narrow Sea. Daemon crowned himself King of the Stepstones and the Narrow Sea, a title ceremonially bestowed upon him by Corlys. In 110 AC, the Triarchy retaliated under Racalio Rhydun, bolstered by alliances with Dorne. Prolonged fighting ensued,
and by 111 AC, Daemon briefly returned to King's Landing, leaving the Stepstones vulnerable. Despite earlier successes, he struggled to maintain his hold against the renewed Triarchy Dornish offensive. In 115 AC, upon the death of his estranged wife, Lady Rhea Royce, Daemon abandoned the Stepstones to claim her inheritance in Runestone, which he failed to secure. Subsequently, he wed Helaena Velaryon, Corley's daughter, and permanently relinquished his ambitions in the Stepstones. Daemon's departure left a power vacuum, with 5 successive kings, including Recalio, attempting to claim the Stepstones. The Triarchy, supported by Dorne, eventually dismantled Daemon's Sellsword Kingdom during the Daughters' War from 131 to 134 AC, ending the tumultuous chapter of Daemon's war for the Stepstones. Despite his failure to hold the region, the war showcased Daemon's boldness and determination, leaving a legacy of defiance against the Triarchy. In 111 AC, wary of ruling his modern kingdom in the Stepstones, Prince Daemon Targaryen returned to King's Landing during the grand tournament that marked the division between the Greens and the Blacks. Seeking reconciliation with his elder brother, King Viserys, Daemon presented the king with the crown he had claimed in the Stepstones. Viserys welcomed Daemon's gesture of goodwill, reinstated him into the royal court, and granted him a seat on the small council. However, Daemon's return would soon stir tensions and intrigue. Though time in exile had passed, Daemon's defiant and reckless nature remained unchanged. He rekindled ties with his old companions in the City Watch and frequented the brothels along the Street of Silk. His disdain for Queen Alicent Hightower, Viserys' second wife, and her children was evident, as their presence pushed him further down the line of succession. Instead, Daemon devoted his time to his niece, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. He showered Rhaenyra with extravagant gifts, including rare pearls, luxurious skills, and a jade tiara, once worn by the Empress of Lang. Daemon captivated the young princess with tales of his daring exploits, took her hawking, and openly mocked Alicent and her supporters, the Greens. The pair often flew to Dragonstone on their dragons, Daemon on Caraxes and Rhaenyra on Syrax, further cementing their bond. 6 months after Daemon's return, tensions escalated once more. Accounts vary as to the cause, but the fallout was severe. According to Grand Maester Runciter, the quarrel between the brothers was vague and unresolved, while others suggested that Queen Alicent influenced Viserys to expel Daemon. Septon Eustace offered a scandalous version of events, alleging that Daemon seduced Rhaenyra, taking her maidenhood before their 16th name day. This claim included Sir Eric Cargill of the Kingsguard discovering the pair. Eustace's account portrayed Rhaenyra as professing her love for Daemon, but this version of events is contested by Mushroom, the notorious court jester. Mushroom claimed that Daemon was not interested in Rhaenyra romantically, but instead taught her how to seduce Sir Criston Cole, a knight of the Kingsguard whom Rhaenyra was infatuated with. Despite these lessons, Criston reportedly rejected her advances. Outraged by the scandal, Viserys considered executing Daemon for treason. However, Lord Lionel Strong of Harrenhal cautioned against such drastic measures, warning of the dire consequences of kinslaying. Ultimately, Daemon was exiled once again, and returned to the Stepstones, resuming his efforts to maintain control over his barren and contested kingdom. Daemon's return to court left lasting impact, further deepening the divisions within House Targaryen and setting the stage for the turbulent events that would follow in the Dance of the Dragons. His complex relationships and actions would leave a shadow over the realm, shaping its history in ways more profound and tragic. In 115 AC, Daemon Targaryen's first wife, Rhea Royce, died after falling from a horse. Following her death, Daemon abandoned his campaign in the Stepstones and flew to the Vale of Arryn, seeking to claim Runestone, the ancestral seat of House Royce. His attempt was rebuffed by both House Royce and Lady Jane Arryn, who expelled him from the Vale. Daemon then turned his attention to Driftmark, House of Velaryon, where he encountered Helaena Velaryon, the beautiful daughter of his old ally, Lord Corlys Velaryon. Although Helaena was already betrothed to the son of a deceased Sea Lord of Braavos, Daemon challenged her intended to a duel and slew him with his sword, Dark Sister. While some claim Daemon fell in love with Helaena at first sight, others believe this marriage to her was a calculated move to bolster his waning political standing, as his actions had made him many enemies and pushed him down the line of succession. Since their union was conducted without the approval of King Viserys Targaryen, Daemon and Helaena fled Westeros for Essos. While the court jester Mushroom claimed they ventured into the ruins of Valyria, more credible accounts suggest the couple toured the free cities, including Pentos, Volantis, Kor, and Norvos. They eventually settled in Pentos, where Helaena became pregnant. In 116 AC, she gave birth to twin daughters Baela and Rhaena Targaryen. When their daughters were 6 months old, Daemon and Helaena returned to Driftmark, seeking reconciliation with his brother, Daemon wrote to King Viserys requesting permission to present his daughters at court for a royal blessing. The small council advised the king to deny the request, but Viserys, believing fatherhood might have changed Daemon, agreed. By this time, Daemon's niece, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, had married Laena's brother, Sir Laenor Velaryon. Despite her strained relationship with her stepmother, Queen Alicent Hightower, Rhaenyra grew close to Laena. The two women frequently rode their dragons together, accompanied by Daemon. Their bond was further solidified when Rhaenyra, with King Viserys' blessing, betrothed her sons Jacaerys and Lucerys Velaryon to Baela and Rhaena. Tragedy struck in 120 AC, known as the Year of the Red Spring. Laena died during childbirth, along with her newborn son. That same year, her brother Laenor was killed in Spicetown by his companion Sir Carl Corey. According to Mushroom, Daemon orchestrated Laenor's death, allegedly paying Carl to carry out the deed. Additionally, Lord Lionel Strong of Harrenhal and his heir, Sir Harwin Breakbone Strong, perished in a mysterious fire at Harrenhal. Since Harwin was rumored to be the true father of Rhaenyra's sons with Laenor, some, including Sept and Eustace, speculated that Daemon was involved in this incident as well. Daemon's second marriage, while marked by passion and political maneuvering, ultimately set the stage for further intrigue, alliances, and tragedy in the history of House Targaryen. Daemon Targaryen, in 120 AC, at the age of 39, entered into a controversial third marriage with his niece, Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, the 23-year-old heir to the Iron Throne. Their union, conducted without King Viserys' knowledge, caused scandal as it followed the deaths of Rhaenyra's and Daemon's previous spouses by less than 6 months. Despite this, their marriage solidified Daemon's position in the Targaryen power structure. Together, they had two sons, Prince Aegon the Younger, born in 120 AC, and Prince Viserys, born in 122 AC. Daemon played a key role in consolidating Rhaenyra's claim to power. In 126 AC, when the ailing Lord Corlys Velaryon considered naming his nephew Sir Vaemon Velaryon as his heir, Rhaenyra pressed for her second son Lucerys to inherit Driftmark. When Vaemond accused her first 3 children of being bastards, Daemon seized him, beheaded him, and fed his remains to Syrax, Rhaenyra's dragon. In 129 AC, the death of Viserys Targaryen sparked the civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons. Although Viserys had named Rhaenyra as heir, the Greens, led by Queen Alicent Hightower and her faction, crowned her son Aegon II Targaryen as king. On Dragonstone, Rhaenyra gave birth to a stillborn daughter, Princess Visenya, and blamed the Greens for her loss. During the Black Council's deliberations, Daemon urged Rhaenyra to seek alliances with major houses yet to declare allegiance. He placed King Jaehaerys I Targaryen's crown on Rhaenyra's head during her rival coronation, proclaiming her queen while declaring himself protector of the realm. Daemon, an experienced warrior, led the Blacks' early military efforts. He captured Harrenhal without bloodshed by landing his dragon Caraxes atop Kingspire Tower, a victory that rallied the Riverlands to Rhaenyra's cause. He later seized Stonehenge and oversaw significant military operations. After the death of his stepson, Lucerys Velaryon, at the hands of Prince Aemond Targaryen, Daemon sought revenge. Though his former mistress, Mysaria, had arranged the infamous assassination of Prince Jaehaerys, Aegon II's son, by the killer's blood and cheese. Daemon's actions made him a target for retribution. Sir Otto Hightower, Hand of the King for Aegon II, recruited the Triarchy to attack the Black's forces. The resulting Battle of the Gullet shattered the Velaryon blockade on the Blackwater Bay, killing another of Daemon's stepsons, Jacaerys Velaryon. Daemon eventually abandoned Harrenhal, as Aemon Targaryen and Sir Criston Cole marched on the castle. He returned to King's Landing, where the Blacks successfully seized the capital. Daemon's lover, Mysaria, assumed a central role in espionage, though her influence sowed distrust and division within the Black Council. Daemon formed a close bond with Nettles, a young dragonseed who rode Sheepstealer. Based in Maidenpool, they conducted raids on Aemond and Vhagar, who were terrorizing the Riverlands. The relationship between Daemon and Nettles became a point of contention. Though some sources suggest Daemon loved Nettles as a daughter, others claim she became his lover. When Rhaenyra declared Nettles a traitor, influenced by Mysaria's accusations, Daemon defied her orders. He ensured Nettles' escape, helping her saddle Sheepstealer one final time before she vanished into Misty Bay of Crabs. Daemon returned to Harrenhal, awaiting Aemon's arrival. For 14 days, he prepared for their confrontation, carving slashes into the heart tree of the castle's godwood each evening. When Aemond arrived on Vhagar, the two clashed in a legendary battle above the God's Eye. During the fierce aerial combat, Daemon leaped from Caraxes and drove the blade Dark Sister into Aemond's blind eye. Both dragons plummeted into the God's Eye Lake. Caraxes crawled to shore before succumbing to his wounds, but neither Daemon's nor Aemond's body was recovered. While historians believe Daemon perished, songs claim he survived to live in secret with Nettles. Though Daemon Targaryen never claimed the Iron Throne, his legacy ensured through his sons. Aegon III and Viserys II both became kings, continuing the Targaryen dynasty. His name lived on in lore and legend, immortalized by tales of his bravery, ambition, and tumultuous life. The 13 slashes Daemon left on Harrenhal's weirwood are said to bleed every spring, a haunting reminder of the prince who fought fiercely for his family and his vision of the realm.
So what did you guys think of Daemon Targaryen? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.